everybody. It is Monday, April 8th. Oh, it is not Monday. It is. It feels like a Monday. It's been a rough day. It's actually Tuesday, April 18th. Okay, sorry. My kids have been crazy town. It's been a day. So yesterday was our last day of state testing. Went pretty well. Today we went back to business as usual. We hadn't been switching for state testing because our schedule was all crazy. And I had my afternoon class for the first time today. Everything was just back to normal. So my kids came in super rowdy every morning because during state testing we didn't have like our normal like morning work, and it was a little different. And so today we did have our normal like morning work that they had to do, but they still just could not help themselves, wanted to come in and just walk around and talk. And I was just like, no, this is not what we do. So once the morning got started, we had a little class meeting, and I just told them like everything is back to normal. Like, you come in, you unpack, you go to your desk quietly, you start morning work. When you're done, you read a book. You shouldn't be walking around, you shouldn't be talking. And then we kind of talked about how we have about 5 weeks left of our school year. I think maybe 24 days to be exact. I'm not really sure. I think so, something like that. And so we talked about how a couple of the other teachers were wanting to do a lot of like hands-on projects and research and project-based learning and STEM and things like that. And I said, that choice is yours. If you can't come in and show me that you're mature enough, that you're responsible, that you follow class expectations, then we're just going to stick with like not really exciting work. I mean, work and just keep trucking along in our normal curriculum, or we can kind of do a little bit of exploration and, funner activities and things like that. And so that seemed to kind of catch their attention. I think they much would rather do some of the things that I had mentioned versus just constant like book type of work. And so they seemed to kind of turn around. For the most part, they were pretty well behaved the rest of the day. My afternoon class, they were pretty well behaved. So we talked about doing Genius Hour projects, and that might have to do them a little bit more than 1 hour a week because we only have 5 weeks left. And a lot of the scheduling I was seeing, a lot of them finished them in like 10 weeks time. So I decided we would have to shorten ours. And so we, looked up some information and just talked about that. And then my afternoon class came in. They actually had just gotten in big trouble by their homeroom teacher. And so I just had a feeling like they were going to come in rowdy. So they came in, like I said, half the time the gifted and talented students, they are pulled out, so they were gone. So we started our normal morning work, and then we did the same thing, kind of had a class meeting and talked about some things. And a couple of them were upset because they were just like, well, that's not really fair, like other people ruin it for us. And then I said, we have 7 groups of pods, like 7 groups of 4. I said there's at least one person in every group that gets the class off track, not to mention more than that. So I said, we're getting close to like almost half of our students that aren't, on their best behavior. So I said, unfortunately, it does kind of ruin it. And I said, you have like 25 days left of 5th grade. Like, do you want to make it fun, or do you want to be constantly like in trouble and redirected and missing recess and, writing behavior expectation things, or do you want to have fun? And a lot of them were like, oh, I want to have fun. And so I'm hoping that they think about that and take that seriously. So we talked about that, got started. They finished some stuff up that they were working on before state testing. My morning class finished the figurative language flowers I talked about in a different video, but my afternoon class, they only got started. They didn't have enough time to finish, so they came back in and finished those. And between that and our class meeting, we didn't get a lot of other things completed. So I think Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're just going to stick to our normal kind of schedule and routine and, practicing expectations and procedures, because today almost felt like a first day of school again because they were just cuckoo. And hopefully maybe Monday we can start some funner projects and stuff. So my day, I am worn out. Yesterday was a rough day, um, mostly just because state testing, and it was just one of those like I was so ready for it to be over. I was kind of tired. I didn't sleep well, and I was just tired from all the company we had over Easter weekend. Today's been a pretty good day overall, but I'm just worn out. I mean, it feels like a Monday. I'm um, Anyways, what I was saying, I am just exhausted. To go. I'm ready to go home. It's been a long day. I have, I don't know, around 10 minutes left of my plan time until I pick up my kids. And then once I pick up my class, we have about 10 minutes left of the day. Sometimes shorter, kind of just depends on how quickly I get them from specials and back into class. And then I have after school duty, plus we're contracted to stay until a certain time. So I still have close to an hour that I have to be here, and then I am leaving like as soon as I am able to. I'm tired. Just ready to go home. I have some things I need to do at home as well, but I'd really rather just like lay around in my PJs and all of that. So being a first year teacher with, like I said, I don't know, 24 or 25, less than a month of school left. Tell me your survival tips. What do I need to do to keep my kids from losing their minds? What do I need to do to keep my sanity? I just want to make sure that we end the year on a good note. Closer to the end of the year, we have like our 5th grade day, which, we have awards ceremony, and then we have breakfast with our kids and lunch with our kids, and then we have like an all day where we're like playing. And so we do have some funner activities towards the end, but I mean, I probably have at least 20 of those, days that are still like instructional days, that I just want to make sure that I'm still, setting expectations and still, doing procedures. But I want to prevent from being like super mean and grouchy. You know what I mean? I just want to have a good year. I know they've already kind of checked out. Our state testing is over. And so they're already like, why are we learning? And, so give me some advice down below in the comments. Like, what do you do? Any survival tips? How do you handle, like, already having your state testing done and then having, a decent amount of school left? Any fun projects or things that you can do? I teach ELA, so English, Language Arts, Reading, and Social Studies. We've pretty much met most of our standards already. But anything that falls in those categories, I mean, I am going to still do some kind of STEM and things like that because it's easy to tie in, like with writing pieces and reading and research and some of our speaking and listening skills for like social studies. So there's ways to tie it in to fit some of the standards. So kind of just give me an idea what you do, and how I should survive. I was gonna just do kind of like an outfit of the day, I guess, if I remember. Some days, some days I won't. So this is just a black dress. I mean, it has like a little pocket black striped dress. Sorry. So, anyways, got this at Target. It's very comfy. It fits like right above the knee, and I just wore it with some sandals. So it's comfy. I like anything that I can be comfy, and it almost feels like you're wearing a nightgown, but then you kind of look dressed up. So that's my outfit. Give this video a thumbs up. Give me some comments, like I said, and subscribe if you are interested in what you're seeing so far on my channel. Thanks. Hey everybody, it is Friday, April 21st. I haven't vlogged since Monday, I think, or maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. I don't remember. At some point, I've only talked with you guys like once. It has just been one of those weeks. Monday was our last day of testing. Tuesday was just a rough day. It felt like Monday. Wednesday was pretty good. Thursday was the best best day I've had in a while with both of my classes, which our book fair was, we had a kickoff for a book fair, and my hair is crazy, sorry. We had a book fair kickoff, and so we did like an all-school like camp read a lot, which we just did like a read-in where everybody read in their classes. Some classes read longer than others, but my class really is the biggest readers. Like I have the biggest class of readers in like the whole school. A couple of them, even just in the 5th grade in general, are beating out, like the minutes, like, or not minutes. Okay, anyways, what I was saying, not minutes, but the number of words, I think is what they count. And just the number of books and pages in general. So we started our Thursday read-in with just reading silently. They knew, depending on how well they did, is what we did, because everyone was supposed to bring like a blanket and a flashlight. So they did reading with lights on. They did amazing. I mean, they were reading for like 40 minutes or so. So I decided, okay, we'll have a quick brain break. It was kind of stormy outside, so it worked out good. We turned up the lights. We got our flashlights.
Pardon me, teachers and students, for an important announcement.
One second. Okay, sorry. That was our book fair announcements, like the winners of things. Anyways, so then we turned off the lights. We read with partners in the dark for a while. They did really, really well. And then we had another little brain break, and then I finished our read aloud, The Tale Dark and Grim. We were able to finish it. Well, first we read most of it, and then we took a break, and it was our day and time to preview the book fair. So we went there. Kids like made their, book wish list selections, came back, finished the book, and it was lunchtime. I mean, we read all morning. My afternoon class came in, and they weren't able to read as much in their homeroom because she teaches math and science, and I do the reading part. So we gave it a try. They usually have a harder time just with silent reading. My afternoon class is not big readers at all, but they actually did really well. So we read most of the afternoon too, and it was just overall really nice day. All the kids were in good moods. I was in a good mood. Today is Friday. I'm exhausted. I woke up not feeling well. I came to school not feeling well. My class just came in not how they're supposed to in the morning. So we definitely started off the day with a rough morning. I put in for a sub because I just wasn't feeling it. I took some medicine. Okay, sorry. It's just been full of interruptions. What I was saying is, so I didn't feel good. I took medicine. I put in for a sub for the afternoon, just hoping that maybe someone would be able to pick it up. Because in our system, we just put in that we want one for a full day, half day. We can assign them if we know someone's available. And it tells us subs that are available, like that they don't have something scheduled for the day, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily like open to work. So I put it in. It's super stormy here today. I mean, we've probably got like 5+ inches of rain. It's just thundering. It's lightning. It's like pitch black outside. So I figured most people probably wouldn't want to get out, plus it's Friday, but I was just hoping because I just didn't feel good. My medicine kicked in. I started feeling better. The day started going better. So I was, in a better mood and just glad. And then my switch teacher that teaches the math and science, she's out, so she's had a sub all day. And then we had inside recess, so that was, that's just never enjoyable at our school. We have to do the inside recess with our students. They're allowed to go to the gym, but it's kind of a complicated situation. So some of the kids go to the gym, but most of them stay in the class. And so I had the majority of my class in, so my lunch is shorter, and then I'm back at the class with my kids. So during inside recess, one of my afternoon students came over and said that the sub was wondering if it'd be okay if we just didn't switch. And I just said that would be fine with me as long as, my switch teacher is okay, and like she didn't put it in her plans that she has to have her afternoon class, which is my homeroom class, do something. And she said no, it was fine. But the sub is someone that we're familiar with. She's actually a teacher in our school's daughter, and so I was fine with that. They were kind of just allowed to have a kind of hangout day, I think. And so since I already taught them what I need to teach them in the morning with English and social studies and reading, I was trying to determine if I would get like other work, and kind of maybe get ahead or just find busy work, or if we would like just use the rest of the hour or something to watch a show. And we eventually, oh my gosh, it is pouring down. I'll have to show you in a second. But my class kind of lost their mind. I mean, I'm going to see if I can show you real quick. Can you see? It's pouring. Oh, and now it's starting to hail. Oh, fabulous. And I have bus duty, and that requires me to go outside. Can't wait. Not kidding. This Friday just keeps getting better and better. So, they were just acting crazy. So I was just torn, like, what do I do? I mean, I felt bad for the kids that were being good, so I just put in a movie, but like an educational one, that's Planet Earth. If you haven't watched these, they're really neat. There's like 5 different discs, and the one we picked to watch was Seasonal Forest and then Caves. So we just started watching that and hung out. Okay, so we watched the movie, and then they went to specials, and I've been holding back like tears all day. Like I said, I didn't feel good. I started feeling better, but my class, hi everybody, it is Sunday. I don't even know, honestly. April something, maybe the 24th, 22nd, 23rd, April the 23rd. If you saw in that previous clip, that I said, I think the world is out to get me. So you saw, like, on Monday or Tuesday, I had a pretty rough day. Friday, I had a pretty rough day. So Friday, I could not wait to get home. I actually tried to get a sub, but I wasn't able to. And so it was pouring raining after school. I went home. I picked up my husband because he gets home a little bit earlier than I do, but he also goes in a lot earlier. And we drove around to, because there was flood warnings everywhere, and we have a lot of creeks and rivers around us. So we went around just driving, just to see, like, one whole intersection not far from our house was like flooded, like, and blocked off. So we just drove around to see if, there was any storm damage or anything, and decided that we would just get food to eat, and pick up food while we were out, and rent some movies. So we rented a bunch of movies, just movies that he would like or I would like, and a family movie for our kids. And came home, took a hot shower, ate, and just cuddled and watched movies. And it was perfect way to end my week. I was in a good mood. I enjoyed our movies. We stayed up, not super late, but kind of late. And then on Saturday, slept in a little bit, so that was always nice. And woke up, we had a couple movies to finish watching, because they were due back, Saturday night. So we finished watching movies, just kind of lounged. He asked if we wanted to, like, get pizza, because I love pizza. And so it was just kind of another, relaxing day. And I just, I was enjoying lounging around and spending time with the kids. So I decided that we would spend the day just hanging out. And then Sunday I planned on being productive and, catch up on laundry and lesson planning and, cleaning up, things like that. Well, Saturday night I started not feeling well. I was having a lot of, like, stomach aches and pains, so it was hard to sleep. Today, horrible stomach pains again. I just pretty much laid in bed all day. Was on the heating pad. Just haven't really felt that well. And so it's just been rough. So I, got out of bed just enough to, like, grab some food, and haven't really done anything. So I was kind of bummed, because I've planned on being productive. So that's, as a mom or as a teacher, if you're not a mom, when you have things to do, it kind of starts getting overwhelming. Like, you want to do things, but you don't feel very well. And so I finally got up, I loaded the dishes, changed out some laundry, did some of those things that I needed to do. Still, my stomach was hurting, so I took some more medicine. And then I decided, okay, you know what? Like, I'm just going to have a glass of wine before I, like, go to bed. Like, maybe that would just give me enough to, like, relax me. And then you saw, like, the wine. I have no clue. This has been my week. It's just the weirdest things have been happening. Never had this problem before. So open the wine, and instead of the wine cork, like, coming out, it ends up, like, pushed down further. And there's just, I tried, like, a really sharp knife, and I have no clue. So, yeah, I just was just like, seriously, this is my luck. So apparently I was not meant to have any wine. I'm meant to just have a rough weekend. So I had a rough weekend, and ends with I can't even open wine. So it's kind of like, what is going on, universe? Like, what did I do wrong? Is this karma getting me, or what? So that's my funny for the night. My husband's gonna crack up when he wakes up tomorrow, and I tried to explain that somehow I couldn't get the wine open, and that I sunk the cork more than it normally is. So I don't know. I'm just cracking up. I really have no clue how that happens. And so I decided, you know what, I would just vlog and share my funny moment with you guys. And you can tell I'm looking pretty rough. I've just been hanging out all weekend. I'm in my PJs. So now I'm kind of stressed because not only is my house a mess, I have lots more laundry to do. I have done some of it, but lots of it still needs to be put away. The house isn't, clean. I don't really have things prepped for the week. I don't even have my lesson plans done for tomorrow. I mean, nothing is done. And so, here I vlog instead of doing that, but I'm just not feeling it. I have, like, very loose ideas, I guess, is what I would say, of what I'm planning to do for the week. And my plan, if all goes well, is to get to school tomorrow early and make a few copies, and at least get tomorrow, like, planned out, and hopefully plan even further. But if not tomorrow, like, during my plan time, or when the kids are working independently or something, then I'll finish the week's plans. But I don't know. I don't like going into the week not really having any idea, or at least, like, I usually have, like, I'm going to make these copies tomorrow, or we're reading this book, or we're focusing on this skill. I really haven't even had a chance to look and see what the main focus will be for the week. I do know with social studies, we are just going to be reviewing the chapter and getting ready for our big chapter test. And so that's pretty much easy. I don't really have to do a lot for that. But our reading and English and things like that is what I have to do. So my plan is to get to school early. I'm hoping that I get a good night's sleep, because, like I said, it's just been rough. Last night I just couldn't sleep very well. I woke up having a lot of, like, stomach cramps and pains, and so it's just been one of those. I didn't get to vlog like I planned. I was hoping to do my student teaching videos, and that just didn't work. So I will have to catch up with you guys more and kind of talk to you this week, hopefully a lot more, because last week I only filmed twice, and give you, more of a view of what we're doing, what's going on, and things like that. So I just want to check in so you could see, like, my funny, and you could just see, life as a mom, as a teacher, period. If you have a bad day as a teacher, or a bad weekend, or you can't plan, it's just stressful, it's exhausting. I'm already tired for the week, and the week hasn't even started, because it's just not starting on a note that I usually start on. I'm usually planned and have everything prepared, and I don't this week, so I'm kind of just like, but I saw a little picture the other day, and it said, what do you mean, why are my lesson plans, like, blank? It's the last 6 weeks. I'm lucky to be alive. And then I was just cracking up, because that's kind of been me. Like, I don't have lesson plans for tomorrow, so if my admin came in and wanted to see them, especially first thing in the morning, I'm going to be like, don't have them. But she's very flexible and understanding, and she would know. I can obviously pull things together. And like I said, I have an idea. It's just not as prepared as I like to be. So, life as a teacher, it's rough some days, guys. I'm gonna admit. I usually try to stay really positive, but it's just been hard this past week. So, that's it. Just had to share my funny with you guys. I'm gonna probably just make this the end of the vlog because I didn't get to, vlog very much, and hopefully start off with a better week. Fingers crossed that I sleep well and don't have a lot of pain. And tomorrow is just a much better day than it has been over the past few days. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and give me some comments down below. I mean, has this ever happened to you with wine? It hasn't me. I don't drink very often, usually for special occasions or if I've just had a rough moment, but we did have a get together here a few weeks ago, so we bought a couple bottles of wine, and so that's why I've had some left, and I decided, you know what, might as well drink it if life is feeling tough, and I can't even drink it. So, anyways, I'll let you know if I ever figure it out, or I'm not really sure. My husband's gonna ban me from opening wine anymore. Alright, thumbs up, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. So, I'm pretty sure the world is out to get me. I've had a rough day, rough week, and I don't know if you can see in there, but my cork for my wine is way deep in there. For some reason, when I opened it, it's not coming out. Okay, another interruption. Anyways, my class has just been crazy. So I mean, all day today, I was like on the verge of tears, and I have only had, I think, one day all year that I just had one of those days, and it didn't seem, no matter what I said, no matter what I did, they just weren't listening, they weren't responding, and I hate feeling like I'm being, like, super mean. So, I don't know, it's just been a rough week. I said in my other video on Tuesday, like, end of the year survival, please help me out. I knew they were going to be kind of cuckoo, and my class's main problem is super chatty. I have a few like leaders in the classroom who shouldn't be leaders because they're not, my best behaved students, and it doesn't matter what we're talking about, they find something to interject, and they're those kids that it doesn't really matter what the punishment is, they don't really care, so that makes it more difficult to control. But then it just kind of like they say something, then it's just a popcorn effect, and so I don't know. I have a feeling that they're just gonna have to stay super busy, like so busy that they don't have very much downtime at all, because I think that's what's really gonna make them go just be wild. So end of the year tips, guys. I'm a new teacher. Help me out. I have 21 days left. That's it. Actual school days. I mean, we have longer than that, but like 21 actual days that I'm going to be teaching. So, help me out. Give me some advice. What should I do? Any end of the year projects or activities, I'm totally open to your suggestions. We're going to try to finish our literature circles that we started before testing, and we're going to finish up our social studies unit, and I'm going to do like a biography project with them. And so anything that I can do pretty much in 21 days, like 4 weeks of school, is kind of what I'm looking at, and I'm trying to keep them busy as I can. So, rough day. I'm ready to go home, like I said, and now it's pouring and hailing outside, and I have bus duty, which requires me to walk the kids out to the bus, and it's not really it's pretty far distance, and we have 4 or 5 buses that come, so I'm not looking forward to that. We had a little period in the day that it stopped raining, and I was like, man, I'm really hoping that it won't start back up again until after bus duty, but it started, but it's Friday. I have that to look forward to. I get to go home. I'm definitely gonna have a glass of wine tonight. I just need it. I mean, state testing's finally officially over, and it's just been a rough week. One of the rougher weeks that I've had. So I haven't even had much of a chance to blog because my plans have been busy, and today I just needed to vent. So here I am. I hope your week was good. Let me know down in the comments, how was your week? What things went good? What things went bad? Any advice that you have for first year teachers surviving? Tell me some things that you'd like to see on my channel, and I'll start making some other videos. I am hoping that this weekend I have a chance to film my video about student teaching. I started it a few weeks ago, but the video file kind of got corrupted in the middle of it, so it didn't really. Okay, I guess it's recording again. Another interruption. It's kids have been in and out. A couple kids have left. Our safety patrol does not have to do after school duty, so they were coming in, wanting to like text or call their parents real quick and let them know that they could be picked up earlier. You know, my part of my team has came in asking to borrow things, so it's just like I said, I started a student teaching video about my experience and what like my school required of me, but the file was corrupt in the middle, so it kind of didn't make sense. I tried to put it together, but then there was just too much missing. So I'm going to refilm that. I'm hoping this weekend will be a good weekend to get that filmed for you guys. So if you are a new teacher, or like if you're student teaching, or considering being a teacher, look out for that video coming soon, definitely within the next week, hopefully this weekend, and that will tell you my experience. All schools are going to be different, all states are different, but at least it might give you something to look forward to, maybe give you some tips or something. So give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Comments down below. I would love to talk with you, email something, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.